Hey everyone, I have come camping! It's such a beautiful day in Cornwall. I've spontaneously decided to just pack up the things and get outdoors because it's such a shame to waste this beautiful day in a house. I want to be outside, soaking it all up. I'm actually back at Trevigue Farm. I came here a couple months ago and you guys came along on the trip too. This time I've brought my teepee tent. It's completely quiet now. It's actually really nice. Last time I came it was summer holidays. It was packed. There were people next to you on the pitches and it's quite late September now and it's 23 degrees, which is pretty unheard of in Cornwall. So I had to just get out, soak it up. I've got this lovely corner pitch with amazing sea views and I just want to spend the next 24 hours just soaking up the sun, swimming in the sea, enjoying the camping life, just making the most of. I think this could be the last day of summer. I don't want to curse it, but the weather's not looking great for the rest of the week. We're getting into late September now. I need to soak up these last few rays. I'm going to try and get all that vitamin D, get in the sea. I just love it, and I love it here. I thought, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, guys. I'm just going to come back to the place I love. So I'm going to get my tent up now and just enjoy the camp setup. I'll just show you around. I'm right in the corner pitch. I just booked it this morning. You can check in from 12, so I've got here about 1, and I'm just really thinking I want to max out my day stay here, because last time I got here a little bit late and only really got to make dinner and then go to bed. I want to just enjoy this beautiful campsite. I've got amazing sea views from the pitch. It's just right over that hedge there, and there's only 2 other campers in the field at the moment with me. There's my little pitch, number 70. I think this pitch is really big because look, it starts like there, all the way to there. There's honestly nothing beats the feeling of sun on your skin. I'm such a sun lover, and I have to get out. As soon as I saw the weather forecast, I said I have to go camping this week. So I've managed to make it work today. I'm really happy to be here. It's instantly, I just feel calm, and I recommend camping so much for a little de-stress. I just think it's such a good way of getting away from it all, especially, I don't know, I think if you like, because we've been living in a house for the last year and I love that. A lot of things about that I love, obviously, and I wouldn't change that. But after living in the van for 4 years, I do get that yearning for the outdoors and just being outside all the time. And I do miss that about van life. So I think coming camping for me is a really good way of connecting back to nature, escaping just back to being outside all the time. I'm very happy to be doing this right now. This tent is so easy to put up. You just put pegs out and then a pole in the middle. It's very good for festivals. Me and my friend Maddie actually share this tent. We bought it quite a few years ago together. We bought it for a festival, had a good time at the festival, and then she's kind of taken it for a few years on her camping trips, and now I've got it for a bit, and thought it'd be fun to show you guys because I do love the teepee tent. It's a big part of my camping love. I literally just pulled up at this campsite, went to the toilets, and I met one of my watchers. She's called Danielle and she watches our videos, so it's really nice. It's really lovely to meet her. And she's staying at this campsite as well. What are the chances? So, hi Danielle, if you're watching this, thanks for saying hi. It's really, really nice to meet a young woman that watches the videos, and nice to hear that. I don't know, sometimes it's a bit weird doing this on my own now. Sometimes I feel a little bit low in confidence about doing it and finding it sort of hard to start and question what I'm saying and what I'm doing. And it was really nice. She said I had like really nice energy and she enjoys the videos, so that was lovely to hear. And it's actually like giving me a bit of a boost because I feel like, yeah, I've just been feeling a little bit wobbly about doing YouTube and stuff on my own. And just to be honest with you guys, like, I love doing it, but I sort of question myself. But I think I just need to be me, and people like that, that's cool. But if they don't have to watch. So these pegs are put in very badly. King Pole is going in. Just like that, the teepee's up. How cute is that? It's looking a bit funny. It's not my best work, guys. Yeah, the pegs aren't in very well because it's really hard ground, but I'm not complaining because it's been such nice weather. Obviously that's made it quite firm ground. I didn't bring a mallet. Last time I was here, I didn't put my tent up very well. I didn't bother like tightening the guy ropes, pegging it down really well. And then I got woken up in the night from very, very loud rain and like lots of flapping because it does get very windy here. This is not my finest job. It's not looking great. I don't think it's going to be bad weather tonight. Be alright. How funky does this bit look? It's a bit rogue, but I just think that'll do. It's the sea right there. I hope I always love camping. I'm going to try and get a bit of a tan. It's the last opportunity. Yeah, I feel like I have the setup that I could be camping for about a week, but only one night, well, I'm just going to make the most of it. And I guess also it kind of shows if you've only got one day off, you can still make the most of it and actually go and, I've got to actually get back in time for work tomorrow, so I'm going to have to leave quite early, but yeah, you can still make the most of it. Another thing I've done different to last time is bring my airbed, because now I'm preggers, it's actually, you shouldn't really sleep on your back. And anyway, it's just more comfortable to sleep on my sides in the moment. I've got this nice airbed, and again, it's just nice to have something that you wouldn't be able to have if you were hiking. Nice to bring things that you would enjoy when you're camping that you wouldn't be able to carry. I've got so much space in here, it's ridiculous. Got my whole little living area. Right now it seems ridiculous to want a sleeping bag because it's so hot, but it actually does still get quite cold at night, so I've got my classic, guys. Obviously, wouldn't have anything less than my down car boot sleeping bag that I love. 3 pillows, because I'm preggers, why not? So I didn't bring my big power bank with me today, or the fridge. Packed a little bit lighter, so, I mean the fridge would be nice, but I've packed a little ice pack in a bag. Surviving alright, and I've got a Guinness Zero to have. Crazy, I've even got little fairy lights I can put on later. So roomy, I could do yoga there.
Free flowing, sailing with the wind, not knowing how this story ends.
You just realise when you sit still how quiet it is. You can just hear all the birds tweeting away. It's really, really relaxing here. I've just been lying out here enjoying the peace and reflecting on, like, since I was last here, that was 2 months ago now, and how much has changed and kind of how fast the summer's gone. Because I was thinking, I remember last time I set off for this campsite at about 7 p.m. and now it starts getting dark around there. Yeah, it's like kind of sad that summer's gone. Just thinking about how that was really early days in my pregnancy, and I was still not able to tell you guys. I still didn't feel comfortable to tell you guys. I hadn't even had my first scan yet, but it was always on my mind. And I remember thinking, like, seeing all the children playing and dreaming about taking my family here. I sure hope my baby likes camping. Yeah, just like a lot of thoughts going through my mind, and I kind of enjoyed having the quiet time camping to think about it, just reflect and get excited, and yeah, it feels nice to come back and do the same. I've actually been reading The Salt Path by Raina Wynn. I can't believe I haven't read it before. It's a really lovely book so far. Well, it's quite sad at times. I'm really enjoying it. It's really taking me back to the Southwest Coast Path bit of the walk that me and Tom did last year, because we walked basically from Barnstable all the way down to Land's End pretty much on that north coast. So we've done most of the north side of the Southwest Coast Path, describing all the little coves and the places along the way. It's so nostalgic to read, and it's making me have a bit of a hankering for that kind of lifestyle. That was such a difficult challenge that we did. We both agree that one way we could have enjoyed it more is if we'd have not had a time limit, because we had a wedding to get to. We had to kind of rush. I think we should have set off a bit earlier in the year so that it wasn't a rush, because yeah, it was a shame to like feel like we had to get in like 20 miles each day, because I kind of like how in this book, well, so far anyway, the couple are kind of just doing as much as they can. It's a nice book, and it's definitely inspirational. I'm terrible at reading. It takes a lot for me to get into a book. Yeah, I've really missed that feeling. I haven't really got into reading properly since I did the Camino years and years ago, but I remember really loving reading then. And that was all you had to do. You just walking, and then when you got to the albergues in the evening, you just read. And that's the last time I remember being really into books. This is the first book in ages that I've been into. Today's video sponsor is Surfshark, and Surfshark create a VPN that I use every day and have been using for the last 2.5 years, and highly recommend it. It's a virtual private network, and that means that all your information that's sent from your phones or your computers, your laptops, to the internet is encrypted, which means no one can steal or look at your personal sensitive data. So it's especially important for a digital privacy tool. And then also it can be really fun because you can browse the internet from a different location. So the Surfshark VPN allows you to just scroll through all of the different countries, select a country you would like to browse from, and then you can view content as if you were in that country. So this is really cool if you want to watch shows that aren't available in your current location. I'm always using it to watch Netflix in America because they just have different shows that aren't in the UK Netflix. Like I've been watching this Hoarders show. I've been doing a bit of a declutter of our house. Now I'm on my US VPN. Let's refresh Netflix. Yay! Hoarders is showing up.
We're all overwhelmed by the condition of our house.
Okay, my house isn't that bad. We have a special offer, so if you use our code TRANSIT and click the link in the description or in my pinned comment, you can just scan the QR code here instead if you fancy, and that will give you 4 extra months for free of Surfshark. Okay, I've got to get in that sea now because I'm sweltering hot in this tent. Let's go to the beach. So I've left camp, I've just walked up the field through a gate and onto a little track. This is such a lovely path, literally right alongside the sea. Last time I was here I stupidly drove to the beach and that took me down a really wild lane that I didn't enjoy being on in the car. I think it's actually like almost just as quick to walk as it is to drive to the beach. But I'm going to a different beach this time. I'm going to try out another one. God, the sun is just beating down. It's so hot. It's made me quite lazy. I've just been kind of chilling in the tent, reading and snoozing in the warmth. The tent was so hot and it was just making me feel so lazy and drowsy and droopy. But I'm glad I've got out and I know I need to jump in that sea. I think the only downside to my pitch is I think I'm going to lose the sun the earliest in the field. The way the shade's going, it's looking that way. So probably a good time now to go down to the beach and just get some more sun. Guys, I just can't get enough of the sun. Hi little sheepies. Ooh. Let's have a few to eat now. Oh, they look like good ones. They're good ones. Much better than the ones I got the other day. They're delicious. Need more. I'm actually back at a car park where me and Tom camped in 2 years ago and I lost one of my Birkenstocks. I'm just like having a quick scan to see if it's still there because it probably wouldn't have biodegraded because it's made of rubber. I mean, it's probably been cleared up. Wow, I can't believe I'm here. I didn't realise this is where we were. It's all linking up in my head now. My geography is awful. Yeah, we came and camped here in the middle of winter. I think it was just early January. It was our first video of 2023 and it was completely empty and the swim was a challenge to get in. That was hard, but I'm thinking it's going to be a lot easier today. Of course, that's the last time I was at this beach. My first glimpse of the sea. This is beautiful. I'm just being blinded by the reflective light off the ocean and I've just got my first view of the beach. It's gorgeous. Okay, it's looking a whole lot more inviting than last time. The sun's out and the sand's looking golden and the tide's getting high. It looks gorgeous. Oh, so again, this is a place I don't come often. It's probably 45 minutes from where I live, but it's worth making the trip because this is just so beautiful. There's something special about these little coves on the south coast. So nice down on the beach, having that tide coming in, hearing the waves. I've got to find myself a little kind of cute little cubby hole for sunbathing. Rocks either side, but privacy. It's quite busy actually. There's quite a few people swimming, which is nice. I think I'm gonna have to join them.
Go until there's peace to your core. Live a life you adore. Live free from worry. Live by just being. Power and finding your moments in now.
Oh my god, that is the most clearest sea I've ever swum in. It's so beautiful. I want to come swim here more. It's just crystal clear. You can see every detail. It was quite cold. It was really refreshing. That's the warmest the sea will get all year. It does feel nice, it was all tingly and fresh. Oh my god guys, I forgot to tell you, I bought a pram yesterday. My first baby item.
Live a life you adore.
It's amazing how one afternoon can make you feel like you've had a really restorative holiday. Oh, I can't believe how good I feel. Just after having that time, just me in my tent, reading a book and then going for a swim in that gorgeous, gorgeous ocean behind me. Wow, very healing. And when I was at the tent, I was all sleepy and lazy and I was thinking, oh, I don't know if I can be bothered to walk. I had like no energy. What was I thinking? Of course, I always feel better. You do, you always feel better. I'm trying out a different way back through fields. So I'm hoping I won't get lost, but it's kind of nice not to go on the road, so I think there's a nicer way back. Oh, I never want this day to end. I'm gonna go back now and make some food in the tent. It was such a good swim. That water, my God, it was so clear. The tide was coming in fast. I've just been picking blackberries on my way up, having little snacks on the way. They're so nice and warm after being in the sun. So juicy at the moment. I feel like they're getting better by the day. To hear the bees buzzing around, the flowers bursting out. It's a really lovely place to be. Just feel so lucky to live here. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. So this is the gate I missed on my way. I came out of that gate over there from the campsite. So it's a really short walk onto the beach from the campsite, and it's all on footpaths. So that's good to know. The next time. And down there you can walk to the beach I went to last time. So let's go back to the campsite. Oh. I'm now learning that the beaches around here, they're much better to walk to, not drive to. There's no point driving. It's nicer to walk and probably just as fast. There's something a bit more special about arriving to the beach by footpath as well. It just feels like it's meant to be. Don't want your stinking cars stinking up the place. Yay, now I've got sea hair. This is just an absolute gold mine for blackberries. I made it back to camp, and unfortunately my pitch, yeah, I was right, it has lost the sun first in the field, but I'm still getting a little bit of it on my face. I might move a little bit so I can cook in the sun. I'm gonna make, I think, spaghetti bolognese. That's just the most comforting food, isn't it? Yeah, that's just not even touching it. The water's not boiled at all. It's like freezing water. I'm gonna have to go inside. Oh, it's too windy, guys. I think I'm gonna have to make this in the tent. I don't want to go inside. It's just never gonna cook in that scenario. Oh well. Bonus of having a big tent, I can cook inside. Oh, that was so close. I forgot I opened this tin of chopped tomatoes and I nearly put it completely in the bag of food. Oh, that would have been such a me thing to do. I'm actually going to do more pegs because I don't want it to like flap near the flame. That could just be a disaster. I feel like it will only get worse at night. That was quite a lot of effort to get the table in here, but we've got it. I think I can fit. Let's check. Okay, I can cook in here. Oh, guys, yeah, that's better. And I can still see the sun. The sun's behind. That's good. Okay, I'm kind of half out, half in. I like it. Right, guys, take two. This is good because like that's far away from the flames. Obviously, make sure the door's open. Don't want any carbon monoxide. Let's get her fired up. Oh, that's better. Actually see the flame. Gonna get nice and warm in here too. Just cooking a really simple pasta dish. Just fried an onion in olive oil with some. I had this like ready-made pot spices that Tom's sister bought us, and it's garlic, tomato flakes, bell peppers, sweet paprika, onion, basil, black pepper, oregano, salt. So that's handy for camping. I really like that. It's just like all in one pot, so it's a really good one to take camping. I'm gonna just put some tomatoes in and some lentils and make sort of just a simple bolognese. And yeast flakes and mayo on the side. So much better in here, it's cooking so much faster. Gotta get my protein, growing up a baby. Cooking up a little baby. Sounds weird. There is something about camping cooking. It's just extra fun. Maybe this teepee tent is the one to bring on my own, because this would be good in bad weather as well. That's a lot of bolognese. I'm not going to bother washing this up. The pasta in the dirty pan. This is the kind of thing you can't make on the hikes because you would not have enough water to boil pasta, but this is the beauty of being on a campsite. Don't judge, I eat a lot. Me and Tom will share a whole bag of pasta. Is that normal? I don't know. That's what I want. One person. 2 people. It's weird now though, it's getting dark earlier. Gonna have to get my torch out, put my fairy lights on. They're not very bright. Don't think they're gonna do much. Pretty steamy in here. Probably not good for the mould in the tent. Oh, I hope it's not too much of a windy night. I'm kind of excited to get into my sleeping bag and read my book. Just love those early camping nights. I think this is just the kind of thing I dream of in the winter when it's dark long days and freezing. I just can't imagine going for a swim in the sea or being in a tent. So it's nice to be able to do these things while we still can. Oh, bye sun.
Home, sweet home. Home, sweet home.
I don't think I'm going to be able to eat all of this. But it's kind of hard with tins, like you can't really use half a tin when you're camping. This is definitely the perfect amount for 2 people. And I don't think my baby counts as a whole person in terms of eating. Right, we're really saying bye to the sun now. You're beautiful. We love you. Thank you for such a nice day. Come back again tomorrow. I'm literally seeing the sun go down. It's been such a nice day. I'm going to serve outside because I feel like something's bound to happen. Knowing me. Get all my toppings. Anyone else like mayo with pasta? Okay, the sun's officially gone. I do feel like we could be in for quite a windy night. It does feel like it's picking up a bit. My yeast flakes are blowing away. Just going for like a little drop of everything. Drop of chilli. My granddad got me this set of like really, really good chilli sauces. I'm already getting through them. Thanks, Grandpa. Just the food just tastes better, doesn't it, when you camp in? Always. Not too shabby for random things I could find in our cupboard. Cooked on a camping stove. Tastes pretty nice to me. Should have bought some veggies. Oh mate, I'm gonna wolf this down. Haven't done loads today, but I think just going in the sea and just walking down to the beach makes me hungry. I'm hoping I'll sleep all right in the tent. It's actually getting quite dark, so I'm moving into the tent for round 2 pasta. I've just realised that it was a full moon last night. Oh no, there's a huge crane fly in here. Don't get out of my tent. You're not welcome in here. I think I need to shut the vents. Kind of freaky. Oh, I really don't want that to be buzzing around all night. I've just realised that it was a full moon last night. It'll be really, really high tides tonight. So that would be quite cool. I kind of wish I'd stayed down a bit later and seen the really high tide. I did notice it was coming up pretty high. Cool, it would have been cool to see. Got this so the more don't come in. Oh, this is like luxury camping, guys. This is really nice. Having this whole big tent to myself. I could get used to this. Maybe me and Tom can go away with our baby in here. That would be really good. This is a good baby tent, I think. Because you can actually stand up. It's not too claustrophobic. Oh, I think that fly might be sleeping in here with me tonight. I love pasta. Yeah. It's just great, isn't it? Best meal ever. It's just like before, when in my little tent, you kind of feel like once you're in there, you have to just go to sleep. But this is like much more, especially with just me in here. Like I can actually live in here. I can do stuff. I'm not just lying down in bed. I'm kind of already excited for the sun to rise in the morning and just to see the beautiful campsite again. Go on, flies, go, because they're quite noisy. Not really working. I'm just thinking like, that's really nice to see the sunset. It's not really often I do see the sunset now I live in the house. I remember in the van I used to see it every night. I do miss that about van life, being able to see, you just naturally look at the sunset because you're kind of outside a lot. So yeah, I do want to actively go and watch the sunset more, especially now it's probably going to get quite like early. It's also, I'm thinking, when you're camping you really have to get into that mindset of what are the things I need to do before dark. I'm really glad I cooked when I did. because it's 8 o'clock now and it's nearly completely dark. It doesn't look it on the camera, but it actually is, weirdly. So I'm gonna get my pajamas and try and like get everything where I need it to be for the night. You can hear the crane flies buzzing around. It's driving me nuts. Serene camping. Oh, hope that doesn't happen all night. It's pretty hard to sleep through. Pretty. Flapping around a lot. I did not learn from my mistakes last time. Also, I just had to repump up my airbed. I'm hoping it's just like a really slow puncture because I don't want to wake up on the floor. Wow, so bright. Wow, I just went for a wee and the moon is amazing. It's so full tonight. I think it was full moon yesterday, so it's pretty much completely full. You could really see like the face in it. It's like a huge torch beaming down. You don't need a torch out there, it's so bright. It's actually a really, really cool night to camp. And the tent looks so pretty against the sky. Whoa, I can hear the thundery waves. Just turned off my lights to go to sleep and it's still so light with the moon. It's lighting up the whole tent. I kind of wish I brought an eye mask, to be honest. But it's quite cool to be out here under the moonlight. I feel like it's good. Charge me up, give me some witchy energy. Okay, night night guys, I'll catch you tomorrow morning. Morning from the teepee. Moon's still out. It's about 7 AM and I can see a really beautiful golden glow of the sun through the trees. So I think that sun is rising very soon. It's coming for us. I might actually have to walk up to the hill and see if I can get a better glimpse of it. Oh, there it is. There she is. What a beauty. Yay, the sun's in the field now. Morning everyone. Had a really peaceful night actually in the tent. There's such beautiful colours in the sky this morning. The sun's just rising and the moon's still out. All the birds are just flying around. It was really, really nice to sleep a night in the tent actually. I slept really well. This bed set up was pretty comfy. So sadly I actually have to go to work. So I have to leave in a minute. It's just 8 o'clock now. I need to leave pretty soon, so I've got to pack up. It's just gonna be a quick job. I don't even have time for breakfast, but I've had such a nice time and I'm so glad that I came. To be honest, like this trip has shown me it doesn't actually take that much faff to go camping for one night because I've now created this system at home where I've got all my camping stuff ready to go. And yeah, it's kind of shown me that you can just get up and go. Really, the pack down for me, for one person, takes half an hour, which isn't that bad. So, because I used to think, oh, it's probably not worth going camping in a tent for one night, but actually, I think it is. And maybe this will be my last camping trip of the summer, so I'm really glad I went out, because it might now get really autumnal. We'll see. Maybe next camping trip I'll have a little baby. I'm 21 weeks today, guys. Been feeling it kick a lot. First proper kicks I felt last week. Felt it moved quite a few weeks now, but like proper kicks, which is really cool. At first I found it a bit freaky, but now I'm kind of enjoying it. If you want a chair recommendation, get this one from Decathlon. It's so comfy and so light. So good for being pregnant because I just take it everywhere now. Just have a chair wherever I am. Thank you for joining me on what was probably my last camping trip of the summer. I've had such a fun time going camping with you guys this summer and yeah, just bringing you along on the adventures, and I've really redeveloped my love of camping in a tent rather than like just hiking and camping. It's so nice to go camping, get out there. I'm all packed up. I think as well, I'm just putting you on this passenger seat. Hi guys, just driving off. I was thinking about it and I didn't really, it's not like I did loads in my camping trip, and it's not like I really do ever when I go camping, but I think that's the kind of beauty of it. It's so simple. You just take pleasure in the normal everyday things like cooking a meal. It's just more enjoyable when you're camping or going for a walk. And there's something really nice as well about being able to walk from your campsite to the beach, not having to get the car. I quite like those kind of camping trips where you just put your car up and then that's it. It's just you and your feet. I definitely want to go camping with my baby and Tom next year. Baby's due the 31st of January. So it's a nice winter baby, a nice little injection of joy in the depths of winter. Yeah, that means that it will actually be like old enough to go out and enjoy like the beach and well, not enjoy the beach, but you know what I mean. It'll be old enough to take it to the beach. Yeah, it's going to be old enough in the summer, so June. It'll be 5 months. That's a nice age to be. Take them out to the beach, and yeah, it's going to be really fun. I can't wait to give the baby such a like outdoorsy life. I feel so lucky that we live here, so I think that's going to be so good for bringing up the baby. It's also going to be really good for like free parenting. If you've got outdoorsy stuff to do, then it's just so cheap. That's kind of the way I grew up, going to the beach, going camping, and I just loved it so much. Yeah, I just think this is going to be a really great place to bring up a baby, and we're so excited that we have this little cottage in Cornwall. Got these small lanes, got reverse, but don't mind in the car. It's just the van that I have the anxiety with. Thank you. So I keep thinking as well, this time last year, me and Tom were on our walk. We just set off from Wales together. I joined Tom. We had a destination to get to. We kind of had a deadline to get to Cornwall by mid-October. Just thinking back to how we felt then, and it's kind of funny to think that this time last year, like everything was so different. You know, we had no idea that we'd be having a baby. That was so good to just reconnect to nature again, and I highly recommend it if you've got a couple of days free here or there. Just get out in your tent, because it's such a good way of getting closer to nature, and I feel like we could all do with more of being outside. It's a pretty cheap holiday as well. It cost me £25 last night. I think that is on the higher end anyway, but I just think it's worth it here because I love it. This campsite. If you want to come to this campsite, it's called Trevigue Farm. It's down near Gorenhaven.